what I am going to explain is how to fix a theodolite above a service station. Now, this is the tripod on which you are going to mount the theodolite. Now, the legs should be first extended, adjusted to a reasonable height. The tripod float near the station. You have to see that the three legs are firm, they are not sliding, firmly clamped. Now bring the instrument onto the tripod, but before doing that, the way the instrument is inside the box, right? Because you have to put the instrument back in the box in the correct position, right? So this is the best way to handle the instrument. That is the alligator, right? That's the strongest part in the instrument. Don't hold like that. In balance, right? So you hold with the alligator, bring the instrument on top of the tripod head, mount it symmetrically on the tripod head, right? And then clamp while holding the alligator with the either your left hand or right hand. Right? In the case of a right hander, helped by the left hand. Tighten the clamp and make sure it is tight before you take the hand off. The next job, tight. Now we have to get this instrument above the station. The first job is to see that these foot screws are at the mid-run. And so foot screws will show a mid-run mark so that you have the provision of pushing the instrument up or down by equal amount. Do that to all three screws. Right. The next job is to fix one of the legs. You will fix any leg which is going in the worst direction. That is, if there is a mound of rock, drain and so on, with a lot of obstacles, you will fix that leg, right? And if you are working on sloping ground, you will put a leg, one leg towards in the direction of the slope. Then, having fixed that, you will never touch that again. You will not touch that leg again after fixing. Make sure it is clamped. Now, the rest is done with the other two legs. To do that, you must have this pond bubble, towards you, right? And also the height of the instrument, right? The height of the instrument above the ground depends on this length of this leg, right? So if you want to increase height, to increase the length of this leg. If you want to lower it, lower this leg. Say that is the height, say, for me. Now I have to bring this pond bubble towards me. That is, I will stand against the fixed leg and I will be holding on to the two legs to that. Now get the plumb up. And then you use this metal strip which has two slots and one hole. Right? The idea is to send the line through the hole, and so it is fixed there, and after that you can make a loop, and that loop can be sent through the two slots. Right? Now, if you increase this loop, the plumb bob comes up. If you reduce, that is by bringing the metal strip up, the plumb bob will go down. Right? So that's how you adjust the height of the plumb bob. Now you hang the plumb bob to the hook inside there. The next job is to adjust the plumb bob, right, height of the plumb bob, slightly above the station, right, not touching the station. Hold the two legs, right, the two free legs, right, and then you can bring the plumb bob near the station. Now this plumb bob is too low, therefore you raise the plumb bob. Right, that job is not very difficult. You raise the plumb bob. Now you hold the leg, two legs, and then bring the plumb bob above the station. At the same time, you have to twist the instrument. This is the difficult part for a beginner. Bring the bubble to the center. At the same time, the plumb bob should be above the station, roughly above the station, not exactly. And then you close the leg, right? One leg and the next leg. Right. Now, while you are closing, you must see that the bubble is still roughly level position and the plumb bob is near above the station. Now, having brought the two legs down, you fix these two legs. You fix these two legs. And now, of course, the plumb bob will go away from the station. Next job is to adjust these two legs so that you can get the plumb bob back on above the station. Right? To do that, you release one of the legs, unplan, and you can bring the plumb bob either towards the leg or away from the leg. Right? You move it until the plumb bob comes to the line, right, which is between the station and the other leg. Right now it is in that line. Clamp this, and then you go to the next leg, undo that, and now you can move the plumb bob towards the station. Right. Now to extend or shorten the leg, you must hold the leg like that. Right after clamping, don't take your hand off the leg because it will slide down. The instrument will slide down. Now, while you can hold this part of the leg with these fingers and use your thumb, place your thumb on this tub that is going to the ground, and then by putting pressure on the thumb, you can move the plumb bob slowly towards the station. Right? Right? If you do too much, it goes away from the station. Now you release pressure on the thumb, it will come back. So that is not enough. Now the plumb bob is not above the station. You must get now as far as possible above the station. So you decrease the length here in this case. Go to the next leg. Again do the same thing. Now the movement will be smaller when you get it closer. Again to that line that is joining the leg and the station. Now just come near the station. Will need more adjustment from here. Right. Now you can bring it almost touching the this level. I can do some more adjustment. Now it's there. Now if you look at the bubble in this case is now at the center, right? So the plumb bob above the station center and the instrument also level. Setting up. Here you can level this bubble using the foot screws, right? 2 foot screws at a time in one direction, then the third foot screw in the other direction. So, now it is set. So if you do a proper setting, you will need very little movement of these screws before you center, roughly center and level. Now it is centered. If you are not happy, if it is windy, now you can take the plumb bob away. You can use the optical plummet and bring the instrument exactly above the station, but you have to be very careful that the optical plummet is in adjustment. Use an out of adjustment optical plummet. This setting will be setting by the optical plummet will make things worse. So it is now, I am happy with the centering, I am happy with the leveling. Now fine leveling you can do with this level tube, which is more accurate than the circular bubble. Right. Bring the bubble parallel to 2 foot screws. Now in this case is almost at the center. Right. So very little movement is necessary. And level that direction. I didn't have to use that screw, and then put it at 90 degrees, that is about the third foot screw, and then level the bubble using that foot screw, and the bubble will move to the center. Right, take your time doing this job because the bubble can drift itself. Right. So therefore, you go back to the original position 0 and check whether it is level. Yeah, it is level. The other thing is rule for leveling is you hold the when you have the bubble parallel to 2 foot screws, hold on to the 2 foot screws with your thumb and finger. Right. And then you move equal amounts either inside or outside. Then only the bubble will swing, otherwise bubble will either go up or come down. The other rule is you should know which direction the bubble should move. That is indicated by the direction in which the left thumb moves. Right? So if I want to move the bubble to my right, I must move the left thumb to my right. Okay. Or if it is to the left side, I must move my left thumb to my left. So that's how the 2 screws are used to level the bubble in that position. When you go to the 90-degree position, again you hold the third foot screw with your left thumb and finger. And the direction in which the left thumb moves tells you which way the bubble will move. Now it is ready.